Hi Dizzy, my name is Kaarin. Welcome to my home. Okay, so come on in. So this is the first room you see in the house when you walk in. As you can tell, I love color. I'm very artistic and I have made it my mission in my home to surround myself with things that make me happy, whether that be color, patterns, prints. So today we're gonna take a tour of all of the different wallpapers in our house. So this is really the first print that you see when you walk in our house. And this is the fragment print in color Sunset. And the reason I have this on this wall is because this was actually inspired by a mural I painted in my first apartment. And this was pretty much like the exact colorways that I had in that apartment. And so it's very sentimental to me to now have this in this house because it was in the first apartment I was ever in. And so I picked this print to be on the biggest wall in the house. Okay, so that leads us into the kitchen. Okay, so the next print that we have in the house is this one that goes in this little archway. This is Sugar Rush in the color Sour. I wanted to incorporate wallpaper in some fun places as well. That's not just like a blank wall. So we put it in this little archway here. This print is inspired by a lot of the food decor in my house. You'll see that's a theme. I love decorating with food. And so this was inspired by the chandelier actually in my closet. So the colorway Sour was inspired from the colors in our kitchen, which is like mostly green and blue. Okay, so this is like something fun that I did is I had leftover of that print. And so I put it in some of my drawers in my kitchen. This is like my little nail drawer. But I have a little peek of wallpaper in each drawer. So I love that you can kind of see the dining room from the kitchen. So let me take you there next. Welcome to the dining room. This room slowly became one of the most colorful rooms in the house. And I put this wallpaper here. This is the prism print in the color Sunset. So I chose to put this print in here because it is very bold and funky and it just kind of embodies the vibe that the dining room gives. Okay, so then coming into our living room, I have this big squiggle mural that I painted in here. And I actually don't have the wallpaper, but we do have a wallpaper from the collection that is inspired by the squiggle called Game Night. It's just a really fun print with lots of color and such a fun, funky shape. Okay, so here we have a trio of prints and each print kind of matches what's going on inside each of these rooms. Okay, so let's start with this print. So this is right in front of my craft room and this is the granny square print in color Joy. Obviously this print was inspired by my love of crocheting and crafting, so this print is made to look like it was essentially crocheted using granny squares. Okay, so this wallpaper is on the door that leads into the bathroom, and this is the A Small Worlds print in the colorway Suds because it was named after a lot of the colors in the bathroom. So you'll know if you've been following along for a long time that my original cabinet print was like the exact colorways of the Suds print, but you know me, I can never have something for that long, so I've since changed some things in here, but that's what inspired the colors in that print. Okay, so this print is Candy Salad in the colorway Floss, and this one just pulls again from the fact that I love food and candy decor, so this print has a lot of like fun little Swedish fish on it. If you look up close at this print, some of the Swedish fish look like they're in a sardine can, which I just loved because it's a fun way to take one thing and interpret it as something different, which is what I love to do with so many of my projects in my house, like the chandeliers and the tables. So yeah, that's what inspired that print. And you'll notice that every single door in our house is a different color, which is what inspired the collection name, the Behind the Door collection. And that leads us to the last print in the house. This is the Behind the Door print in the primary colorway. And I wanted this print to be in the entryway just because it kind of sets the tone for the whole house. It's the first thing you see when you walk in. So I've kind of decorated every room in this house a different theme, which is what really inspired the collection as a whole. And so having this print here is just really fun because it tied the collection together. So as you can see, I have a lot of the leftovers from putting up a lot of these prints in our home, and I'd love to like slowly put them in fun places like the arch, the cabinet drawers, and then I have some on this little cabinet here. Well, thanks for stopping by. I've loved having you in my home. These are some of the prints behind my door, and I'm excited to see some of them behind yours as well. Now I've got to go do a DIY project.